here at Reigate Hill, which is checkpoint 4 of the North Downs Way, running to checkpoint 5 today. Very busy car park. So, yeah, this is February, so you can imagine how busy it's going to be in May. I couldn't even get in the car park, I've had to park down the hill. Nice cafe there. Sure. I'll be heading down that way, I believe. I'll check it on the map once I actually get going. This time I remembered my lift-off max, my caffeine boost at the start. I remembered my chocolate bars. I remembered my electrolyte water and my rebuild for the end, my muscle recovery. What I forgot was my backpack. So I've got no poles, I've got no waterproofs, and it's supposed to rain in a little while. So that's great, isn't it? Wouldn't be me if I didn't forget something. Okay, let's get going. So yes, I'm through those gates at the end of the car park and down a hill for half a mile-ish. I'm not sure, I haven't checked the map exactly, but seems to be about half a mile. There's a yellow house here with a greenhouse, and it looks, map-wise, it looks like we're not following through there. We're going down this path here, leading down to a fence and a field opposite. Take 2. We are not going down that path there. In fact, that very place with the yellow house and the greenhouse, where I said we're not going through there, well, we go through there, okay? Well, I've just run across Reigate Golf Course, Merstham Cricket Ground, which follows on from it. Get some houses, hang a left, hang a right, and it brings us out there. And carry on directly opposite to this church here. So, St Catherine's Church, Merstham. So through the church grounds, along that path, out here, turn right along a very busy road, and we are crossing over that way at some point. I haven't quite established exactly where yet, but it looks like it may be where that white car is just turning out. Okay, right here, under the road. Let's have a look at some of this artistry. So I'm about halfway now between checkpoint 4 and 5, and from memory, although I'm sure when I check later it won't be exactly this, this is about the point where it starts to go uphill. So it's been downhill mostly up until this point, and now I believe I've got about 3 miles of mostly uphill. So the elevation for the section is about 660 foot, and I think this is where it's all going to come in over these 3 miles. I'm sure that hill will be lovely on the way back, because like all of these runs I'm doing an out and back to the car, but it's certainly a calf killer on the way up. Let's get to Hilltop Lane, road to the left and right. Now, where is the path? Judged by that sign, is just across here. Right, this comes about 5 miles, give or take, into the checkpoint 4 to 5 section. So it looks like we're not going down that road there. There's a path here where there's a Sheldon sign, Gateway to Surrey Hills, and the sign looks like it says North Hills Way. Just about a third of a mile later, coming out of Stansted Road, there's that bungalow house there, church opposite, and it looks like you have to go down War Coppice Road. Follow this road down to the bottom, down to Wheelwood Way, Hextails Lane, and we're going through here, not along the road. There is quite a bit of road in this section, so it feels good to be out on trails again. This is the last step up to checkpoint 5, and quite enjoying it. And out into the familiar site of checkpoint 5. So when I met this route out, that driver told me there was 600 foot of elevation. This section feels like it's been mostly downhill. So where'd that 600 foot of elevation go? Who knows? But the next one will be checkpoint 3 to 4, which I believe is Box Hill. So that's about 1500 foot of elevation. The next section, which as we'll remember goes through that way, that's about 900 foot of elevation, I think it was. So the fact that this is mostly, or at least it feels mostly, downhill, it's going to be a nice little breather between the two sections. Right, well, I better have a drink and then head on back. Right, this is the hill I was talking about on the way up, going down on the way back. It's getting a little bit colder, it's now raining, and I'm loving it. Final stretch, about half a mile to go. I'm on this hill that on the way down I thought it looked really steep and I didn't have the poles, so I was going to have to look around for some sticks or something on the way up, but on the way back actually not too bad, quite pleasant to be honest. And now I've reached a bit where I'm going to have to stop recording and check my map, because do I go that way? Do I go that way? Gotta find out. Should have recorded this at the start rather than at the end, but anyway, there's the cafe. There's where we're going through. And when we get to that point, we're not going to the left, following it down the hill, and then just keep following that path all the way down. So you get to the yellow house and the greenhouse. Well, that was a good run. It was an odd run, to be fair. On the way out, I was thinking, this looks like mostly downhill, and I was trying to work out where the 600 foot of uphill came. And on the way back, it felt like mostly downhill again. So, either I'm going senile, entirely possible, or I'm getting stronger as a runner, again, possible. Hopefully, that's what we're aiming for. I did forget my poles and my running vest, so I didn't have any waterproofs with me, I didn't have any poles with me. Now, I didn't really need either. It did rain a little bit, not too much, and there's only really two places I think where I would have used the poles. One was that hill, which I think It was a winter version of the one where you see all the photos of people running up on the Centurion website. And I got my muscle recovery drink this time. I remembered my caffeine vitamin B thing drink at the start, which is supposed to aid with muscle fatigue, and it feels like it's done the job because, say, I still feel good. The only time I really walked this time was between miles 13 and 14 on the way back, just this last mile, where that hill I thought I was going to need to get sticks. I think I said that on the walk up, and I didn't. It was not too bad at all. So overall, yeah, good. I'm going to go back, have a look at my Strava. Oh God, I haven't stopped Strava yet. You know what, I should probably do that. Maybe edit the end of it where I've got like 5 minutes of me just waffling on. Yes, I'll go and check the Strava, check my splits, check that across all the each mile and how the terrain lay. But it felt like a good run. I'm quite pleased with that.